Hello everybody, Ragtag Zagby here. Welcome to the final episode. We have played everybody in Tales of Souls, with the exception of one character, Siegfried. I've saved Siegfried for last because I know for a fact that he is canonically the victor of this game. His ending is what leads into Soul Calibur 4. So let me see, so that's not too bad. What's your current old colors? Ooh, I like the gold and blue hair. Yeah, let's go that. Have you equipped with Soul Calibur?
That's it.
With his soul held captive by Soul Edge, Siegfried had continued hunting souls for the sword, but a showdown with a certain man at Otsibur Castle had provided him the opportunity to break free from the curse. At that time, he had succeeded in sealing the cursed sword with the spirit sword Soulcalibur, which had suddenly appeared. Now, in order to atone for his crimes and seal the cursed sword for all eternity, he made up his mind to set out on a journey once more. However, the whispers of the cursed sword that periodically echo in his ears haunted him, and each time he was forced to cross swords with someone who had sought him out for revenge, Siegfried's mind was whacked with guilt. Keeping the cursed sword hidden from view, Siegfried continued his journey to seal it away. But just what did he need to do in order to seal it? This evening, he had wandered in search of a way. A suffering came to him to visit him once more. Someone seeking revenge on Nightmare had set fire to the building in which Siegfried was resting and stood to block his path.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword desires truth. I'm done with nightmares. Want to see my true strength? Versus swordsman, fight!
Let's fight with Siegfried. Ow. Just bash you with my sword. There we go.
You win! My life is not for your taking.
Listening to the curses of the swordsmen that he had defeated, Siegfried whispered a single apology within his heart. He knew the seriousness of his crimes, but he could not allow himself to be defeated yet, for his death would mean the release of Soul Edge. Struggling to maintain his sanity, he put the burned wreckage behind him. Yet he had to destroy the cursed sword as quickly as possible. After that, he would no longer value his life. You can seek knowledge or seek power. Let's seek knowledge. In order to destroy the cursed sword, Soul Edge, he needed to visit someone who was extremely knowledgeable about it. He had committed terrible crimes as the Azure Knight, but he had to go on. Well aware that he would likely have to fight, Siegfried knocked on the door of the mansion of a woman who likely hated him. If possible, he did not wish to fight, but it was unlikely he could ask for that.
A new journey lies ahead for her. I fear nothing. I will face my darkness.
Well, aren't we cheeky? This'll be fun.
Versus Ivy, fight!
Let's fight Ivy. Sweep the legs, and let's bash her with our sword.
You win! Never again will I bend to anyone's will.
When the inevitable battle ended with his victory, the woman showed a disturbing smile, as if smirking at the idea that he would attempt to atone for his sins after all he had done. After he left the mansion, Siegfried heard rumors of someone who sounded like he was suffering under the influence of evil. Siegfried proceeded to the ruined castle, in which lay the terrible memories of his past. The evil energy must be stamped out.
This is completely absurd. How do you manage to even exist? I'm annoyed. I'm going to make you disappear forever.
You're the one that should disappear forever. Versus Tira. Fight!
Fight! And go for a swim.
You could never beat me.
The girl slipped away and ran. Siegfried swung his sword in an attempt to stop her, but his blade struck only air. Her evil energy was very strong, and it would not be wise to let her go free. If she were to learn that he was carrying the cursed sword, it would surely be trouble. However, this might be a trap. Let's avoid chasing her. Siegfried ceased the pursuit and gazed at the castle in which he had once resided. The cursed sword seemed to grow more active than in this land, brushing aside the voice that whispered within his heart. He held fast to his will, and would seem he would best leave this place as quickly as possible. As he turned to leave, he noticed someone approaching him from behind. He sensed an aggressive will, yet not the presence of a living creature. What was this thing?
Fate conspired to arrange their battle. Sinners need no mercy or sympathy. Versus Revenant. Fight!
Beat up this Revenant.
You win! I do not desire a false salvation.
Siegfried felt like he was being watched.
Entrust your noble soul in your sword.
Let's see if we can do it.
You could never understand. Versus Li Long. Fight!
Nice!
You win. You could never beat me.
Siegfried defeated the skeletal puppet that had been animated with weak spiritual energy. There was not many who could perform armored tricks such as this. It might be best for him to assume that his possession of the cursed sword was no longer a secret. Tracing the remaining energies from the skeleton puppet, he pursued the one behind it. He hoped it would turn out to be an ally, but that seems unlikely. He didn't know who it was, but he had to consider it a danger.
You've served your purpose. It's time for you to die. Yes, that's right. That's what it takes.
What did you... Who are you? What do you know? Versus Zasalamel. Fight!
Playtime.
Sorry if there was a cut, I was rudely interrupted. I wouldn't be surprised if I lose this match as a result because of that. Whoop! Damn it!
You lose.
I will acknowledge your spirit.
9.
I must finish my duty.
Very well. This should be interesting.
Versus Zasalamel. Fight.
Playtime.
Okay, I'm surprised that was a clash. Surprised you didn't get ringed out. Nice.
You win.
You could never beat me.
Your struggle to destroy the sword is futile. Take good care of it for me. We shall meet again. Leaving Siegfried alone, the man with the scythe faded out of sight. Siegfried felt it would be a bad idea to stay in this land. It might be best for him to leave Europe for a time. Let's take Silk Road and head for Asia. The ship headed east. Eventually, Siegfried arrived in Japan, the island country in the Far East. Rumor had it that those in this country with the power to exorcise evil. With that art, perhaps they could destroy the cursed sword. He traveled to the country in order to gather information, but he turned up little. When he returned to a populated city, someone attacked him, as if they had been waiting in ambush.
Her blade cannot be seen. Her strikes are but flashes in her enemy's.
It doesn't matter whether I am saved.
My life is not yours for the taking.
Versus Setsuka. Fight.
Come on, Siska. Love every time I press a button, it's like, yeah, the AI gets to do it instead.
You lose.
Fear me, for I am a demon.
9.
No longer will I have doubts or fears.
Let's see what you can do.
Versus Setsuka. Fight.
Love that I went for the parry and the game decided not to read that input. Oh, come on!
You lose.
That was close.
9.
Leave me alone.
Don't even dare think that this will be easy.
Versus Setsuka. Fight.
Bash you with my sword. And get the KO.
You win.
I won't fail, even if I have to sacrifice my life.
The swordswoman who had attacked him apparently suspected that he carried Soul Edge. While he had been gathering information in his country, someone may have figured out that he was carrying the cursed sword. Given that, it would be prudent for him to leave this land at once. Continuing to wander, Siegfried suddenly felt a powerful evil energy and reflex looked around. Am I here? The sword is here as well. So how? He thought to himself. He could feel a dark presence with which he was intimately familiar. It was the very distant but watching him. He did not know how it was possible, but it was clear that the monster had revived. In shock, he did not even notice the enemy right before his eyes.
The cursed one bears its fangs to the god that has forsaken it.
I've gotten rid of my weakness.
Versus Lizard Man. Fight.
What the hell was he doing? Was he going for a nap?
You lose. 9.
Let's do this.
versus Lizard Man. Fight!
What the hell are you doing? There we go.
You win.
Will I ever be saved?
He didn't know how the monster had revived, but its objective was surely to release the Soul Edge. It was their fate to fight. Then, preparing to face his own past, Siegfried went after the presence of the enemy. He targeted his own past self. Oh, so detecting its presence was easy. Steadily closing the distance with his enemy, he eventually arrived at a ruined city.
The winds guide her with visions of the heavens.
I cannot die without fulfilling my duty.
Some things can only be conveyed through battle.
Versus Talon. Fight!
Oh, I'm surprised she didn't go flying for the ring out. Or I can just ring out myself.
Nine.
I was hoping that it would knock her off and not send me soaring to my doom.
I'm sure I can do it.
Versus Talon. Fight!
Oh my god, what is this? Stop that! Got her!
You win!
Do not call me Nightmare.
Now two souls are fiercely entangled.
I'm done with nightmares.
Out of the way. Hurry up and disappear.
Versus Miser. Fight! Ring out! You win!
I avoided your vitals. You'll live.
I avoided your vitals. How do you avoid your vitals with a giant sword like that? The girl who attacked him introduced herself as Talon and apologized, explaining that she had mistaken him for a bandit. She lived here in hiding with some orphans until very recently. She had lived in fear of the knight in blue armor, but he had disappeared several weeks ago. Thanking her, Siegfried resumed his pursuit. Eventually, he caught up to Nightmare in an uninhabited cathedral in a remote area. Passing through the doors, he sensed another entity besides Nightmare, draped in evil energy. Who was it?
You will regret not killing me when you had the chance. You're no longer human, are you?
Versus Raphael. Fight!
Time to fight Raphael. So we have to fight the person who ended up freeing our soul. Got the KO.
I am Nightmare no more.
Not even turning to look at the bars that fell behind him, Siegfried proceeded to only the sound that was his own footsteps echoing through the corridor. But the evil energy surrounding the temple revealed his enemy's presence ahead. Opening the door in front of him, he stepped into the battle.
I knew you were following me. All right, let's settle this once and for all. My unforgivable past.
Versus Nightmare. Fight!
Time to fight Nightmare.
You win!
I cannot cleanse myself of this sin.
I'm impressed that you made it this far. Not bad at all. My dream is about to be realized. You, however, are not worthy of witnessing this glorious moment. Leave this place at once.
There's no way I can let this thing free.
Versus Abyss. Fight!
Let's fight a beast. Ooh, that was a good hit. What move was that? I've never seen him chuck a fireball before.
You win!
Okay, he still had surprises even for his last fight. Jesus.
Seek. You will pay for what you've done. You will never run away from your sin. You have no right to live. It is a sin for you to be alive. You have no right to live. It doesn't matter. I will live on. To live. That is my redemption.
And that was Siegfried's ending, and also all of Soul Calibur 3. I want to show. So as the credits play, my thoughts on the project. This was definitely a fun game. I always have fun playing the Soul Calibur games, even if I'm not that great at them. I will say I don't remember the AI being as punishing as it is. Because there's times, because if the AI in Tales of Souls ever decides, yeah, you're not going to do anything, then it is determined to make sure you don't do anything. This was definitely around the time where it's like, yeah, let's make our fighting game AI. Alright, regardless if you could choose the difficulty or not. Be super hard and expect you to be like a super hardcore fighter and not care about the casual audience whatsoever. I know some fighting games did this, especially for their final bosses. But yeah. Still, great game. It's disappointing that as far as I'm aware of, Soul Calibur 3 has never been re-released in any form. Because, like, all the other Soul Calibur games, they're either been re-released onto modern systems, or at least backwards compatible with modern systems. Like, you can easily get Soul Calibur 1 and 2 online on your Xbox, on, like, the current iteration of Xbox and PS5s, as far as I'm aware of. So it's like you can easily get those. Yeah, Soul Calibur 4 and 5 you can easily buy digitally on those systems. If you can't find a physical copy, it's like this is so far the only Soul Calibur game to never be re-released in any way, shape, or form. But still, I really did enjoy this game. All the characters were fun. Probably the worst I did was set Sakura because, oh my god, I love her fighting style, but I am god awful at her and Frey. But yeah, but with that done, I'll leave you to the remainder of these credits, and I'll see you for whatever my next project is. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the video as it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment down below on your thoughts of this episode, and share the video so that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you for my next project. Later.
The legend will never die.